What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and today we are continuing with Packers draft pick film rooms, looking at Bowling Green defensive lineman Karl Brooks, who was PFF's top-graded pass rusher in 2022, clocked in 69 pressures and 12 sacks, but did it maybe in an unorthodox way for a 6'3", 303-pound defensive lineman. He played a lot of snaps outside the tackle and over the tackle. Just 41 of his 670 snaps were in the B gap or further inside. So a little bit of projection to the interior, but he did get some reps down in Mobile at the 1 and 2 tech. Looked as disruptive as he could have been down there, so that's promising. We'll get into the film room, and then we'll kind of talk about projection and maybe Green Bay's philosophy a little bit with their defensive line at the end. So off to the film room to check out Karl Brooks. All right, guys, here we go into the film room, taking a look at Karl Brooks. A lot to get to, a lot of different alignments. You're going to see what he can do as a pass rusher. You're going to see what he can do against the run. I think there's a versatile skill set here, and we're going to get into that for sure. So initially, right here, outside the tackle, basically lined up over the tight end, and you're going to get a really impressive play. Explosion, right? You see explosion, you see closing speed, you see some range against the run. Right, when you look at his athleticism, he didn't test well. He was like in the 60th percentile, right, in terms of athleticism with the relative athletic score. But man, is the athleticism very evident on tape with especially change of direction, closing speed, right? And you can see that initial explosion. You're going to see the power as well. How about this? Look at how low he's playing here, the point of attack. Sit and leverage his gap. He's going to have a free arm here as well if the running back came into his area. But again, drives his guy, squeezes space here. Linemen are basically caught up here on one another, knotted up because there's nowhere really to go. Running back runs back into the guard because, again, we're driving and we're sitting and leveraging. Like if the running back had cut back here, we, again, free arm to make the play. This is really impressive power. This is really good technique to hold the gap that he was assigned to. Again, look at how quick we are off the ball. Some guys are engaging, right? A couple guys haven't quite got off their spot, but look at this disruption here, right? What that disruption does is it creates immediate conflict for a running back. It forces him into a decision maybe that he does not want to make. And again, everybody was there swarmed because, again, there was initial disruption right away from Karl Brooks. Okay. Again, over the tackle a lot. He often had to widen. That's just how the defense was set up, where he is really over the tackle and he's rushing with widening a gap a little bit. Here we go. We're going to chop. Didn't really work, but we've got the tackle basically turned almost back towards their end zone. But what really is impressive is the push that he generated right there. Little pseudo hump move a little bit, and he pushed it right back into the quarterback. Just that immense power that you see out of him. It's immediate when he gets to contact. He rushes a lot from a two-point stance, which is interesting. Right at 303 pounds, that's tough to do. Here we go. We're taking advantage of oversetting a little bit from the tackle, right? Ability to put his foot in the ground, change direction, and close with some speed to attack a gap, get upfield, and affect the quarterback immediately. Again, inside, does a great job. And it's a lot of hand usage, a lot of quick hand usage, too, when he's working inside. Right, there he is. Chop, club, he's ripping through. The hand usage, it's violent, and it's quick, and it's well-placed. That gives him the opportunity, get into the backfield on a draw play, limit the play, limit a potential big play. Again, see him working outside like this, but he's got a hold of the arm, generate some power, right? Tackle never really got his hands in to generate any sort of leverage immediately, and he's in the lap of the quarterback, affecting the throw. Again, see, jab outside. Look at the stride. Look at the yardage he can cover when he puts his foot into the ground to change direction. Tackles are going to overset on that because, again, tremendous athlete who can win the corner sometimes. But when you're setting wide like this and you have a wide split here, if you can do what Brooks does here and set outside, set him up, win inside like that with that kind of stride length, that kind of change of direction, it is over. And there was a holding penalty right there too. If you saw the tackle grab him, right? That's a sack right there. Really nice job. Okay, we're over the tackle once again. Look at this. Look at how quick that is. Tackle's already out over the skis, heads down in a bad position, right? And we've clubbed, we've swiped, we've gotten around him immediately, and we're there to make a play. But he had again, Brooks forcing the running back to make a decision going the other direction because he can't go front side on that play at all because of Brooks creating an initial win right off the bat. Okay, again, 2-point stance. Once again, feign outside. Hand swipes, really effective. Again, you got the tackle to overset and you swipe. That's the objective completed right there. And again, you got the ball away in the quick game. That's fine. But like, again, that process is what, again, got him to nearly 70 pressures in 2022. Again, look at how good we're playing this run game here. Again, he's lower than his guy. He's got the tackle already off balance, right? Good vision. He says, all right, I have this gap, but I also can snap to this one if I need to. Does just that. Look at him get off. Violent hands. Impressive twitchiness to get off, combination. That's a combination, right? It's power plus that twitch, that change of direction, the ability to snap into a different gap and make a play for a tackle for loss. Okay, we're rushing wide here. Surprised we didn't get the inside move on this one, but again, generate some power, right? This is a little bit more of a slow burn rush because he didn't win with that initial speed to power, didn't really generate a lot of stride length or explosion, but gets off anyway, right? Swipe and rip through and nearly gets to the quarterback there. Chalk that one up as a pressure as well. Again, playing the run game, right? This is a combo and climb right here. Guards getting to this linebacker. So again, it's going to be freed up if he can hold his ground. He does, and we're shedding the block, right? If he had gotten a little more push from his buddies, might have prevented a touchdown there, but impressive. Quickly shedding that block at the point of attack. Again, we talk about power. We talk about the power that this guy can play with. How about tossing a tackle aside? Tackle's on the ground. It's done. It's done. Like that's just impressive to watch. You see disruption at a high level. Here we go again. Shuffling, set up the outside, set him to the outside, make this tackle overset. Look at this, look at the swipe. Arm over, frees you up, chance at the quarterback. Unfortunately, didn't make the play there, but once again, a process of disruption is a great process. So here you're going to get really a kind of a first look at him against a guard because, again, protection slid. Center took here. Guards outside because they know this free rusher way out here is coming. Running back has to pick up the A gap. So once he gets to contact, it's kind of over. Out over his skis again. Swipe, arm over. How about the closing speed here for that sack? Okay, we're getting some run here. Finally, at some 3 tech. How about this? Club, get through. Again, still disruptive. Got the quarterback out of there. Forced a throwaway. That's the objective there. That's all you can ask for. Again, sack is gravy, right? That's icing on the cake. Disruption and pressure is the name of the game. And Brooks does that. Again, sets outside, arm over, easy. Right, and the running back's not going to stop him. So, again, getting in the face, I'll credit the quarterback there for a nice throw in the face of pressure. But, again, Brooks is just so difficult to stop. Okay, outside here again. Not bread and butter. We're not working inside swipe. Working some speed to power, and tackle really had to hang on. Again, he doesn't really corner. He's not going to corner with a lot of bend, but that kind of speed to power, again, forces the quarterback to step up in the pocket and see if he can, find a guy and make a throw. Okay, this is tremendous stuff here. Okay, we're outside here. Boom, sit down. Club move, shed block. Club move, shed block. 2 guys on the ground. Like, I don't know how more guys aren't crashing on that play to limit yards, but, like, come on. This is just nonsense, man. Nonsense. 1, 2. Come on. That's just not even fair. Like, you could tell he's kind of punching a little bit below his weight here. You can tell. Like, this is, again, it's the MAC. But, again, you can only beat what's in front of you, right? You can only beat the guy in front of you. And Karl Brooks can do that on an incredible basis here. Again, really nice club move. Look at that. No contact right now. Rip through. Again, we're still cornering. It's not great, right? It's a long rush, about 9 yards to corner. That's just not going to fly. But again, when you can do this, boom, club. That's still going to work, right? Like, that's going to work on the inside a lot. Again, we're talking 303 pounds. He's not going to be an edge rusher, and we know that. Again, gets a little help here on this inside move from the guy blocking him, but I think what I really wanted to highlight here is the motor, right? Chasing him around the pocket and finish the play, right? That's what more about what that was. Okay. So, against Mississippi State, top competition, right? He's playing a lot more inside here, right? Because, again, they're playing 1, 2, 3 defensive linemen. This is linebacker, linebacker, linebacker. They're in 3-3-5 a ton because of the air raid. So Brooks got a ton of reps here at, I'd say this 1 tech, right? It's not quite 2I. So he's getting 1 tech. He's getting nose tackle snaps. And unfortunately, again, this is great get off. Like, look at him. He's already engaged compared to these guys on the outside. Again, it's more contained from them. But again, quick and explosion off the ball. Club. Again, when you have 3 dudes responsible for you, I'm not sure what we're going to get done here. Right, so this was a difficult eval, this Mississippi State game. Because, again, we're here. A little shade to 2I maybe. Again, this is really impressive because when you actually have more people right on the defensive line, you're going to get reps like this and you're going to win. Right, but because there's 3 guys basically responsible for him, in this case more so 2, but that club rip arm over is going to create pressure in a normal offense because, again, you don't have 3 guys tied to you. Okay, rushing from the outside. Little twist, little game here. And when he can get his hands in tight, generate a little bit of pushback, we're almost into the quarterback's face there. Again, this is top competition. So Mississippi State guards, they're pretty solid players, right? They're an SEC school. So generating that kind of pushback, good stuff to see. Again, chop, rip, not quite. This is what it's flexible and bendy. That's where it helps a little bit more. He kind of trimmed his edge a little bit, but again, it just took a while. Gets a little stuck. That's how it's going to be, right? We're not going to see a lot of edge stuff here. This is good, though. Generate some power and nearly affect the quarterback there. Just got it away. So, again, that explosion to power is still there. This is really nice from him. Again, we're in spy mode, basically, in this. Sit there, watch the quarterback's eyes, deflect the ball away. It's pretty simple. One more in here against the guard rushing up. This one just kind of never got positioning. You saw him stand up a little bit. Didn't generate too much pressure. Quarterback almost kind of dove into it. So when you look at Karl Brooks, there's just so much to work with as a pass rusher, right? He's got the hand usage, right? Inside swipe, club, rip. He can do that. He can create some speed to power. We've seen that. But it's really the power to sit and leverage, right, to disrupt on the interior. That's where he's going to make his hay in the NFL and in Green Bay. And to kind of the philosophy of Green Bay, right? They've taken 3 guys who can kind of rush from the interior, right? A couple of them, out of all of them, really played edge. We'll get to Colby Wooden a little bit later, but you see these guys who are a little more undersized and were versatile and moved around. And I think when you look at what Green Bay's philosophy is, I think it's going to be like, yeah, we want to be able to have 7 or 8 guys who can get after the quarterback, right? But that's kind of where I think Karl Brooks is going to make his hay, right? He's not going to be, a full-fledged starter, obviously, as a day 3 pick, and especially when he's got to compete with Clark and Wyatt for snaps. So you're going to see him, I think, in the mix at times, just when Green Bay's a little bit more in favor in terms of getting the offense behind the sticks, a little bit more into passing downs. I think you're going to see Brooks be able to tee off maybe from 5 tech, 3 tech, and 1 tech. We'll see. But, it's encouraging to see that he has won some reps. He did so at the Senior Bowl at the 1 and 2 tech, and he'll get a lot of reps, I think, at the 3 tech as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video on Karl Brooks. If you did, throw a like, sub if you're new. Got plenty more of these still, obviously, to work through coming out for Packers draft pick film room. So stick around for those. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.